Good evening, everyone. It's well known that the Shabbos before Pesach is called Shabbos HaGadol. Literally the big Shabbos, the great Shabbos. This year, with Pesach beginning Saturday night, which is halachically Sunday, we have, in essence, two Shabbos HaGadols. But this type of astrological phenomena doesn't happen that often. But why is the Shabbos, or this year, that both Shabbos is before Pesach, considered big? What's so big about this Shabbos more than any other Shabbos the rest of the year? There are many answers to this question. Now we're just going to discuss one of them. It's because there was a great nace that took place during the Shabbos before Pesach. What was this big miracle? The big miracle was the Jewish people are commanded by God to take a lamb, which is also the god of Egypt. Take a lamb, keep it tied up in your bedroom, somewhere in your house, from the 10th of Nisan until the 14th of Nisan. And the night of the 14th of Nisan, it's the 15th of Nisan, you're going to slaughter that sheep, paint the blood on the doorposts of your house, and through that merit, you guys, the Jewish people, are going to be redeemed. The miracle is that it's not easy for an entire nation of people to hide a whole flock of sheep. Sheep are not particularly quiet animals. They might be relatively docile, but they're not quiet. So imagine in the Jewish neighborhood, in Goshen and other places, every home where they knew there was a Jew, all of a sudden they start hearing ba, ma, ma. The Egyptians are like, what the heck is going on? Where is this sound coming from? So they asked their Jewish neighbors. And they said, oh, we're taking the sheep and we're going to slaughter it. And the Egyptians are like, but you know that's our God, right? And just like, yep, our God commanded us to. There's nothing the Egyptians could do about it. They had to sit back and watch as their deity got slaughtered and turned into lamb chops. And it's important to note that this marks the end of the Jewish experience in Egypt. After that, the Jewish people leave quickly and they begin their journey to the promised land, the land of Israel, Eretz Yisrael. So if this Shabbos was the 10th of Nisan, and on the 15th of Nisan, which was Thursday, the Jewish people left, according to the Gemara in the tractate of Shabbos, Masechah Shabbos, Daf Pei Zayin Amud Aleph, folio 87a. So why don't we just peg this special day as the 10th of Nisan? Why is it pegged to the Shabbos before? And again, this question also has many answers. We're going to focus on one provided by the Aruch HaShulchan, Rabbi Michael Epstein. And he says that the greatness of this Shabbos is that it shows us that Shabbos and Pesach, they have to go together. It's almost like peanut butter and jelly, peas and carrots. You can't have one without the other. Because Shabbos is a testimony to God creating the world. And Pesach is the prime testimony that God is completely involved with the world. It's not that he said it and forgot it. God is completely involved with creation. God is completely involved with everything that is going on in each and every human being's life to various degrees. But it also shows how close God is to the Jewish people. The Aruch HaShulchan continues, says, therefore, this Shabbos is great because Hashem became greater through the miracle performed on this Shabbos, for the fact that the Jews were able to fulfill his commandment without any interference. And through it, everyone saw that God's will is going to happen, whether we like it or not. And we became greater through Pesach as well. But this Pesach and the Shabbos are going hand in hand. That because this greatness took place on Shabbos, that began that cascade, that unrelenting torrent of the Jewish people leaving Egypt and the Egyptians not being able to stop the flood of the Jewish people leaving. But this Shabbos reminds us just how integral Shabbos is to our experience as Jews. Because Shabbos has this aspect, the second aspect of Pesach as well. Shabbos also testifies to the fact that God is involved with the world. We say every Friday night that Shabbos is Zecher L'Tzias Mitzrayim. It's a remembrance to the Exodus from Egypt. And at the same time, we're also commemorating God forming, creating, and maintaining our existence as we know it. Shabbos HaGadol is only a great Shabbos if we make Shabbos great. It's not enough to allow the calendar, to allow the schedule of our week to just go on autopilot. If nothing else, let us make sure that this Shabbos HaGadol, that we do whatever we can to help build up Shabbos, to recognize the great gift that God gave to the world by allowing us to have a day to focus on spirituality. And let us focus on the beauty of Shabbos and Pesach on this Shabbos HaGadol to reflect on how great it is to be Jewish. Have a great week.